So in our day-to-day life, we used to plan, right? I believe that all 18 of our students, you might have experienced this planning process. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, either we are planning for a course, selecting a course. Yes. So when you was in grade 10, you will about to choose your courses, right? Like commerce, biomax, or bio CS, or a CS max. Okay. So NEET, JE. So there are different streams are there, but we will choose, we will plan, we will select according to our goals. Yes, yes or no,
Yes, sir.
guys? Are you all there with me, boys, girls? Please give
Yes,
me
sir.
your valuable reply. Please listen. Okay. So first, there are 7 steps in planning process. It's a very important 6-mark question you can expect in your board examination. So setting objectives. Step 2, developing premises. Step 3, identifying alternative course of action. Step 4, evaluating alternative courses. Step 5, selecting an alternative. Step 6, implementing the plan, and 7, follow up action. So there are 7 steps. So in our day-to-day life, even our day-to-day life, even one of our friend also we are planned for a trip to Tirupati அப்படின்னு ஒருத்தர் சொல்லியிருந்தாரு. So every plan has a goal. So without a goal, we will not plan or we will not program. So we will discuss one by one, step by step. I request you all to listen. The first and foremost step of planning setup of objectives or goals. Objectives may be set for the entire organization or each department within the organization. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by goals? What do you mean by goal? Goal, your motive, right? Yes. You want to become a CA, you want to become a businessman. That's why you are choosing this commerce course. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
So as like that, if you take any business, if you take a company, so they have the main motive of planning is they have a goal. For example, this month they need to increase the sales volume, or else they are supposed to increase the production volume. So that will be their goal. Okay. So first and foremost, the every plan must have a goal, and second thing, the goal must be either for an entire organization. If we take Infosys, the entire Infosys department, they have a plan, or else sometimes even they will plan for a department wise, like a marketing department or production department. So they will plan. So objectives specify what organization want to achieve. Okay. So for what they want to achieve, in the sense, either they want to be the number one position in the market, or else they want to increase the turnover, production turnover, or else profit. They need to increase the profit compared to previous years. So all these things will be one of the goal for what they have to plan. The objective should be stated clearly for all departments, units, and employees. They give direction to all departments. If the end result is clear, it becomes easier to work towards a goal. So first and foremost, the organization first fix the goal. They want to increase the sales compared to previous year, or else they want to increase the profit compared to previous year. So they will fix, for example, last year they have earned 2 lakh crore, in a sense. This year they will might fix 2.5 lakh crore rupees. So what they have to plan, this is what they have planned. So with this, they are not supposed to stand. So what they have to do, they need to convey their plan to all the employees, all the departments, all the units, like unit plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. Different units will be there. So they need to convey this message, they'll convey their plan to the entire people, those who are working under them, and what is their goal, how they are going to attain the goal. So department needs to set their own objectives within the broad framework of the organization's philosophy. Managers should also contribute ideas and participate in the objective setting process. So they must also understand how their action continues contribute to achieving objectives. Yes. So first thing is the first step in planning processes. We need a goal. So why we need to plan? So either we need to increase the sales, either we need to increase the profit. So we will, after fixing the goal, we have to convey this goal. We have to convey this information to entire people, those who are working in our organization. And second thing is we need to convey each and every department, right? So like the marketing department, production department, finance department, HR department. Why? Because all the departments are interrelated to each other. So after listening to this, they can able to plan for what their own department wise plan. Even managers too can plan, and they can able to convey their ideas to the superior people. So this is the first step. Have you all got my point, guys? Are you all there with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So next step two. Okay. So for as you people, how you will plan? For example, if you are planning for a trip, so what is the motive of the trip? One thing may be entertainment. Second thing might be for your spiritual. Okay. So third thing may be a family get together like that. This is what your goal, ultimate goal. So everyone must know about that goal. So that is the step one. Step two is developing premises. Planning involves deciding the future course of action, which is quite uncertain. So every manager has to make certain assumptions about the future. These assumptions are called premises. Yes? Are you all there with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
actually planning is uncertain, right? It will not work. It will not give us 100% success. Yes or no? So most of the cases we will plan for some other, but what actually the things happening will be different. So here we know very well about that. So whatever the things we have planned, it will not be effective due to the dynamic environment. It will the environment changes, often it will change. So we need to what? We need to assume. What do you mean by assumes? Assumptions, just imagination. Okay. So we need to imagine and we need to take necessary action according to that, which is to be called as premises. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in simple way, I can explain you. So tomorrow we have planned for so tomorrow we have planned for Tirupati trip. So in what happened in a newspaper news, they have told that tomorrow heavy rain in 5 districts. Okay. So heavy rain in the sense sometimes rain may affect our plan program. Yes. So in case if it is rain, what we will do, how we can able to tackle the situation, and we will assume that and we will take necessary precautions. That we will call it as water developing premises. Got my point? Planning premises are the assumption made about the future on the basis of which the plan are drawn. The base material may be in the form of forecast, existing plan, or any past information about policies. Okay. So, for example, the same situation may happen in our previous experience also, previous year, right? So, based upon your past experience, or else by your imagination, we might be predict something will be happen. So, in case if it is raining, how we will overcome, how we will tackle the situation, all those things will become under steps 2. So step one is planning. The planning. Okay, we need to fix the goal. So what is the main motive of the plan? So we have to convey that goal. That we need to convey that organizational goal to each and every people those who are working under us. And second thing is we need to get ready with the premises. So the environment may be dynamic. So anytime anything may change. So we need to be assume those situation, and we need to predict, and we need to prepare a certain how to overcome those situations. So that is what developing premises. Have you all got my point? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Then the next one is identifying alternative course of action. What do you mean by alternative course of action? That is plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Right? Yes? Yes or no? So we need to make profit. We need to increase the profit. We need to increase the sales. So we have decided. So what are the course of action we can able to take? Either we can able to increase the production, or else we can give advertisements, frequent advertisements, or else we can improve the technology of our product. It may differ. Yeah? Yes or no? So we must have various alternative course of action to achieve our goal. So after seeing the objectives and making assumptions about the future, the next step is to determine alternative course of action through which organization can achieve its goal. Okay. So what is alternative course of action? So once we have planned, the plan must have either a plan A, plan B, plan C. For example, let's last week we had a meeting with advisor. But last week, this was the last week. So we can use plan. If it is a lockdown, we will stick to our plan B. That is online classes, online revision to our grade 12 students. If there is no lockdown, we will stick on to plan A. Okay, we will come. Everyone must come to our school, and we will give our full focus and attention to our grade 12 students, like that conversation. So now what happened? This is what. So our main motive is we need to produce a good result. That is our main goal. So for that we must have two or more what alternatives. So for every plan there are number of options. All the alternative course of action should be identified. The course of action which may be taken could be either routine or innovative. An innovative course may be adopted by involving more people and sharing their ideas. In case of important project, more alternatives should be generated and thoroughly discussed among the members of the organization. Okay. So let us back to the point. Are you all there with me? Are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes.
So the step one, we will be we are discussing plans. What is the ultimate goal of a program? Second thing is there might be a lot of obstacles. The environment might be dynamic, uncertain. So we need to find out what all the uncertain situation may cause, and we need to take necessary precautions based on assumptions. That is what premises. And third one is identifying alternative course of action to achieve one plan. Okay, we might be planning for plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D, and which one suits, and we will select that one. Clear? Are you all there with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Girls,
Sir. Yes, sir.
are you all there?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we go for next?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pravi, can you pass?
Yes, sir.